Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody tonight, or well, if you fell asleep waiting for me to do this, I was hoping to get started a little bit earlier than this, over an hour later than, my usual hoped for time to begin. But again, if you're just waking up and seeing this, welcome, hello, hopefully things went well. But the release of Shadows Over Inistrad Remastered, that is the namesake and the thumbnail of tonight, with that little dino in the middle there. Cryptolith Rite, 1 in a green enchantment. Creatures you control gain or have tap for 1 mana of any color. I tried to make something like that work with an old dino list when they were in standard. They didn't have quite as many fantastic options as they do now, definitely. But it was just kind of Dudley with all these great fantastic things that I'm using at the moment, will continue to use. Cryptolith Rite seems like, well, it's going to be right, I must say, with Otepec Huntmaster, Marauding Raptor, specifically the easiest cases to make. Oftentimes I don't want to attack with Marauding. Maybe it's not super big. Maybe it's only a 4/3. Yeah, that's not quite as big as I would like. So they're already kind of ramping with their cost reduction for creatures with Marauding or dinos with Huntmaster. And then we tap each of them for mana as well. So it's kind of like they tapped for 2 mana, helped play something with 2 mana, and if we play multiple dinos, of course that cost reduction is like, it was 2 mana right there, so it's like 3 and 3 potentially. It just gets out of control really quick. Could help tap Castle Garenbrig, which I've been loving. 2 and 2 green, make 6 green. Huntmaster, of course, sometimes the haste on Huntmaster is redundant with Regis or Alpha giving all dinos haste, but I still think it's right to, or more right, to have Huntmaster and Regisaur get as much haste as you can and get attacking the opponent's life as much as possible. Whittle it away and get some more wins. Topiary Stomper, of course, Wayward Swordtooth, anything that's needing you to meet a requirement to attack and block with it, that sort of thing. Specifically, Topiary Stomper, 2 green, we play it, we get a basic land, but if it has haste, maybe because Regis or Alpha is out, lovely stuff. Then we can tap it for mana every turn after, and maybe that just opens up some fantastic potential. Only 1 copy of Cryptolith Rite tonight, maybe. I'm going to open up another copy here, which I'll definitely slap it in, but I do have certainly enough rare wild cards to finish the playset at least. But hopefully this goes well. Seems like a nice fitting way to begin tonight. Collective Defiance. Well, I mean, it's red. Potentially I'll use it. 1, 2 red, escalate 1, choose 1 or more. Target player discards all cards in their hand and draws that many cards. 4 damage to target creature, or 3 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. So we choose 1, we pay 1 and 2 red, and then if we wanted to choose any other modes after that, it would just be another 1. I guess it's okay. You could consider it 2 and 2 red to deal 4 damage to target creature and 3 damage to an opponent or planeswalker. It's pretty decent, somewhat versatile. Maybe it takes out 2 things, and a 2 for 1 is always quite nice. Oh, something else red. Well, not really looking to play Devil's Playground. Ugh. Create 4 1/1 red devil creature tokens. They have, when this dies, deals 1 damage to any target, similar to most devil tokens. But Marauding Raptor, of course, kind of nice. We would be able to split up 4 damage if Marauding kills all these 4 tokens, but paying 6s. That does not seem good. Now, splitting up all that 4 damage, maybe we keep pinging Ripjaw Raptor potentially, 6 to draw 4 is... Oh, no, that's still... No. What am I thinking? That's not good. But splitting up damage, especially on certain enraged dinos, that can be quite nice. Not just bunching it up. Extra value right there. Oh, what is this? Oh my god, I didn't even have to redo this. It's not like I went into my gold and rebought 3 packs to pretend like this was the first 3 free packs that I got. Oh boy, wow. If that's the best thing that happens tonight, getting a rare wild card. Yeah, all right. Whew. Good stuff. I got coffee. Everybody's asleep. That needs to be asleep, and yeah, this is the list again. Big scary dinos. Continuing with that. 4 Carnage Tyrant, 4 Tyrranax Rexes, and then this Cryptolith Rite here. Oh, it's gonna be lovely. Absolutely lovely. And a single copy of Fierce Empath. This was before I added the Cryptolith Rite. I just want an extra way to grab whatever is the nastiest thing. In the past, I've used Fierce Empath. Enters the battlefield, search your library for a creature with mana value 6 or greater. Before Tyrranax Rex, that was only Carnage Tyrant and Ghalta, which, I mean, either one might be able to close out the game. But even with 4 Carnage and 4 T-Rex, I still don't see them as often as I'd like. Or if I see one, I just want to see another one. Slam them, slam home that win, and usually does the trick. But with Fierce Empath, maybe if it survives, chances are it doesn't. It's reduced to 1 in a green with Marauding Raptor. Then Marauding Raptor kills it. But on the off chance it survives, Cryptolith Rite is going to give it a little bit more value. Cut, how's it going? Yes, Shadows Over Inistrad already. Very interesting. Tonight is going well. I mean, it did take quite a while to get my daughter asleep, but that's all good. Hopefully she sleeps well. And yes, 1 single copy of Cryptolith right there. You can see the art used in the thumbnail. But I have a sneaky suspicion this is going to be fantastic. If only maybe Huntmaster is the only thing I have out, and the only thing Cryptolith Rite is useful for. That's still fantastic. But for the most part, I can see many scenarios where Cryptolith Rite allows me to tap 2 creatures. That's not unreasonable. Huntmaster, after the haste, like I was mentioning at the start, becomes redundant. Tap, give a dinosaur haste, but hopefully we have Regisaur out. So we don't need to tap Huntmaster for that. We can tap Huntmaster for mana, plus the cost reduction. Topiary Stomper before we get to 7 lands. We've grabbed a land, but then we tap them. Boom. Pretty sweet. Shifting Ceratops. Now this is an interesting one. Some of you guys may have seen a couple scenarios. I have 2 Maraudings out. Sometimes I'm locked out of doing anything, sadly. Hopefully I have a Regisaur. But maybe the opponent is kind of wide open. We got Marauding. We want to pump them up, possibly for lethal, but maybe not quite. Shifting Ceratops for 2 green. Before Maraudings, or at least the second Marauding ping finishes it off, we could possibly tap Shifting for a mana. We play it for 2 green, but it taps for 1 green. Effectively, we've played Shifting for 1, which is pretty insane right there. That's craziness, I must say. Now there is whatchamacallit, the one, I forget what it is. Defiler of Vigor, I believe. You can pay 2 life and pay 1 green less, as if it was a Phyrexian mana. So Shifting could be 2 a Phyrexian and a green. Then if it taps for 1 green, effectively Shifting would have been for free. That's just getting wacky. But yeah, tonight is all about using little guys that I may not have wanted to attack with, or just want to get extra amp with this. Possibly that little Dino token from Regisaur Alpha. You know, maybe the opponent has a little bit too big of creatures. And tapping some of my own stuff for mana is going to get us in range of T-Rex, Carnage Tyrant, all those goodies. Sideboard, I did mention, spruced up a little bit here. Shadows Over Inistrad, remastered. Oh boy. I expect spirits, Azorius spirits, now with the Spell Queller. Exile a spell, mana value 4 or less. And then when Spell Queller dies, we get to play it for free. Excuse me, something like that. But I do expect people to be trying out spirits a little bit more. So Rending Volley is in there, not just for spirits. Greasefang, boom. Take him out before it goes to combat, and before Greasefang cheats out a vehicle from the graveyard. Mono White Humans has been giving me a little bit of trouble. Very aggressive deck, as you may have used or faced. Hits that as well. Hits a wide enough range. And for 1 red, and I don't need a dino, a creature out. It's not a fight spell. I don't need Reckless Rage. Reckless Rage would be good, but I'm liking this to pack the extra punch. Oh, yes. I wasn't sure I would be streaming tonight. Pterosaurus. Bant is a possibility, definitely, with the new Spell Queller. Oh boy. I still think Mono Blue Spirits is nice, but Bant Collected Company Spirits could be very, very scary indeed. Hey, no, that's all good. That's all good. I did mention some of you guys maybe are sleeping or didn't catch me at the beginning, but yes, wish me luck with this. Rending Volley is going to help, though. Oh, don't go away. Brotherhood's End for all those little things, of course. Now it's a no-brainer. Artifacts. Aggro. Boom. Rending Volley covers a lot. Brotherhood's End, a lot. Rampaging Ferocidon, as always, for the life gain. I haven't seen Angels, Selesnya Angels, Mono White Angels, any sort of variation for quite some time. But if I want to go even more aggressive, I'll just slap Rampaging in, maybe cut Tyrranax Rex, possibly. Something a little bit more costly, and chip away with this. Then, of course, Ripjaw Raptor. Yeah, the classic fantastic. And hopefully these matches I'm about to do are also fantastic. And I might up it to 2 Cryptolith Rites, possibly 3. Of course, any Cryptolith Rite after the first becomes completely redundant. It's not like the creatures can tap for 2. They only ever tap for 1. But it is so impactful and possibly so helpful. I could see myself going to 2 or 3 copies. Oh, speaking of Selesnya Angels, maybe I talked about him a little bit too much there. We might be done for, sadly, depending what they play. They can pop off, very quick, very quick. Well, we'll see. But at the very least, of course, I do have those 4 Rampaging. But it could get very ugly this turn. If they play a land, they would have, that tends to do the trick. Well, we're not dead yet. We'll see if we can potentially overpower them. That could be a good possibility, come to think of it. If we can squeak out the win in game 1, that's definitely going to give us a very good chance. But oftentimes, the very few times I get caught out by Selesnya Angels, it's a scenario just like this, unfortunately. Well, they're only at 25. I mean, it is a lot of flying, but... let me think. 2, 4, 5. Righteous Valkyrie, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what, we're gonna go for something fun here. Gonna make 6 green with Castle Garenbrig there. Topiary Stomper for 2. Ghalta for 4. We got some more lands. At the very least, Ghalta is going to drop them down quite a bit, or I guess Ghalta for 2. What was I thinking? I didn't need to do that, but still, I couldn't have done a whole lot more. I just have to cross my fingers they don't get too much life, but that's probably going to happen. Hopefully not another Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, that's only 13. Oh boy. Bishop of Wings is not good. Okay, they're only 22. 7. Maybe we get another land next turn, potentially. And also, Rending Volley, of course, can nicely take out some angels and some creatures, since basically everything in this deck is white. Let me see. Well, definitely Castle Garenbrig. We want to be making 6. Marauding for 1 red. Let's get that out of the way. And we still have 6 left over. Goreclaw for 3, plus Tyrranax Rex. Not quite going to do it. But Tyrranax Rex with Toxic giving the opponent poison counters. Potentially, that can be a way to win no matter what life they're at, as long as we get them to 10 poison counters with this guy. I have won like that before against Selesnya Angels, but certainly Rampaging, Rending Volley, big time. Luca, Chandra. Not a whole lot of interaction. There is a little bit with Skyclave Apparition, exiling target non-land permanent, I believe, with a mana value 4 or less. So it does still hit quite a bit, and sadly hits Rampaging Ferocidon. We're going to have to try and draw out their removal and preserve this guy as much as we possibly can. But cutting a little bit more. I feel like Carnage Tyrant. Nah, Shifting Ceratops. I want the Carnage Tyrant, big, scary, tramply body. Possibly the reach from Shifting can be good, but I think Rending Volley is going to be enough to keep him at bay, plus Rampaging Ferocidon as well. Oh, that's not going to do it. No way. Yikes. Not that either. Oh boy, it's going downhill. Okay, well, we finally got a hand with some lands. We do have to put back quite a bit, but do the best we can, and there we go. Oh, that was a close one. Almost went with Karplusan Forest first, forgetting that it's not actually a forest and doesn't help Castle Garenbrig enter the battlefield untapped. That would have been very sad. Okay, oh, this is looking pretty good. As long as they don't get rid of Rampaging, I think we might have a good chance here. Like I mentioned, that Skyclave Apparition possibly coming down this turn. Hoping not. Oh, good. I'm liking this. Hopefully they don't have any removal for 2. But for the most part, I would imagine this is probably just green for that Collected Company. So they want as many creatures as possible. 2 Shatterskull, 1 Boseiju. I could probably be persuaded for that, yeah. eating my veggies. Isaac, keeping me honest. Shouldn't be too bad though. Oh, that would have been bad if we didn't have rampaging out. Goreclaw. Yeah, definitely that. Set up for next turn. Well, I guess Regis Ralph enters tapped. That's alright. That's alright. Now we just gotta sit back, and I think rampaging should do enough. It does make me sad as well, Isaac, I must say. Ooh. Righteous Valkyrie has a 5/7. That might do us in right there now that I think about it. Painful. Uh, 5, 2, no, that's not going to do it. Not enough to bust through, sadly. Yeah, I've been wondering about maybe cutting some of them. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow night, possibly. Test it out, see how it feels with the one Shatter Skull there. Taking out multiple things, even though I do have to invest quite a bit. But I will admit, Shatter Skull smashing has been quite fantastic in the past. Ooh, that is lovely stuff. Lovely. Beautiful right there. Couldn't ask for much better. Nothing for 2, but should do the trick. I suspect Gwenna would kick the can, eat some removal. Play it safe with Topiary Stomper, get a basic land. Possibly get Carnage Tyrant next turn with that Castle Garenbreak. But definitely, that's something I have to try. Just because I've done Carnage Tyrant and Tyrranax Rex, so many copies of each for quite some time now. Got a good feel for it. Yeah, definitely Gwenna. That could get pretty nasty next turn if she survives, but either way, we still get Tyrranax Rex. I'd rather get the shifting down. Some of their removal to eat Gwenna, possibly. We're not taking too much here. Oh boy, but that is a lot of death touch, sadly. Alright, Castle Garenbreak gets 6, 7, yeah, that's what we want to do.
These men fought with their hearts, who have families, who have children, who are filled with love, but they have the strength.
Double Shifting Ceratops next turn. Plus, we'll be able to start attacking and blocking with Topiary Stomper, getting to 7 lands. Having that nice thing with Vigilance. Oh, well, we're losing one Shifting Ceratops. But we're getting a Goreclaw. Oh, so that is very good indeed. Could have maybe attacked with shifting, but we're getting pretty low at 7. I want to keep everybody back if at all possible, especially because I could see him killing multiple things coming up here. But they are going to get pretty nasty next turn when we do swing with that Goreclaw, giving +1/+1 and trample to everybody at the moment. Oh, and another shifting. Well, that looks like it might be lights out for the opponent. Ooh, 12. Yeah, that's a lot. 22 trample damage. I think everybody has to block. If Sheoldred doesn't block... Yeah, they have 6 if Sheoldred doesn't block, but that's exactly... Yeah. Okay. Good stuff. Hopefully that works out. Oh, Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I forgot about the Manland. Dang. Nope, they didn't forget about it. No, that's alright. A Lair of the Hydra, of course. Isaac on the agenda. Of course, upping the number of lands, making space for that, but something about the math with this. Castle Garenbrig, technically 2 lands in 1, tapping for 2. If I have 5 in total, including this, playing the big guys, Chandra, Luca for ramp, Gwenna, Goreclaw with the reduction, Topiary, and then all of this stuff. You know I like razor thin, sometimes scary lists, scary and risky for most other people. I like 2 lands. I like two lands. 3, yeah. Put 20 lands, 21, through its paces as much as I can certainly stomach. Get the best possible feel. Whether or not I continue with this, I won't continue with it forever, but just keep doing it over and over again. Even if I know it's maybe not the best, then we'll tweak it up the lands to something like 23. But they got a lot of stuff with 3 toughness. Brotherhood's End should help out quite a bit in this particular matchup. Huntmaster, yeah, we could probably trim that, but Chandra, Luca, Gwenna, Goreclaw. Oh, not Goreclaw. I like Goreclaw. Some of the stuff that dies to the 3 damage from Brotherhood's End there. Definitely. I have to agree with that. Ooh, lovely stuff right there, though. Got the Brotherhood's End, Thunderherd Migration, looking quite fantastic. Seems like the opponent mulliganed twice there, but Thunderherd, Topiary, getting us to Regisaur Alpha. Oh, phew. I was a little bit worried about that Thoughtseize there. But with this Karplusan Forest, I must say things are definitely looking up, at least for this hand. Good old Regisaur next turn, but maybe if they've played something, I might use Brotherhood's End, but that probably wouldn't be enough value. They wouldn't be playing 2 things this turn. Definitely, definitely. Ooh, oh my goodness, Tyrranax Rex coming in strong. Just hit him with everything. Maybe draw another T-Rex next turn. Goreclaw? Well, that's not nothing. Even if I tried to take out Misery's Shadow, they would just sink some mana into it, get it to at least 4 toughness, unfortunately. Wait at least until next turn, attack with Topiary and Goreclaw there, I hope. Topiary Stomper. I'll get rid of Topiary just because Goreclaw can get to 5.
But what was the lost race afraid about? Changing. Look at those skeletons down there. They had atomic energy, but they couldn't control it. Look, baby's different from the other. The race was changing.
Oh, there it is. T-Rex. Let's get her done. Maybe. We got 12. Right now we get 14. Shieldred would have to block, but we would be dead next turn to Misery's Shadow. Anyways. Oh, that's a tough spot. Reckoner Bankbuster. I haven't yet. Definitely very good with Topiary Stomper. I've been meaning to use Reckoner Bankbuster in relation with that thing. I just never got around to it quite yet. I'm busy doing crazy stuff like this. Not eating my veggies. You know what? Let's hold off. Either way, it was a tough position to be in. That's not quite gonna do it. Well, no. Couldn't quite get there. I was thinking Brotherhood's End after combat. Now, too little, too late, unfortunately. I did spend the wild cards on the Boseiju. Fortunately, I didn't have to spend the $50 as it was in paper. But, yeah. At the very least, try some stuff, not try some stuff. I definitely have enough time to do things like this. But I guess the main reason I like this particular list, there's roughly 20, sometimes more than 20 things that ramp or double ramp, because cost reduction could help play multiple creatures in a turn. That's partly why I've loved Huntmaster and Marauding Raptor so much. Stacking that cost reduction, whether or not they stick around a whole lot, it's risky. Dinos Pretty risky. Pretty fair, I must say. Excuse me, some of the most fair. But looks like a lovely hand to me. We got Thunderherd Migration. We got 2 lands, at least 1 source of green, at least no Thunderherd Migration if the opponent knows what's good for him. It's got to be Thunderherd. Oof. Thunderherd or Topiary Stomper, I would imagine. Definitely the Great Henge. I tried it out for a couple nights there. Maybe I didn't try the Great Henge out quite so much, but I probably should. That as well. Crazy price in paper. They did the smart thing. You can imagine the Great Henge could always stay in, pretty much, for the most part. Greasefang, as I was saying, Rending Volley could help us out in this particular matchup. Hopefully. Yeah, at least 1 Great Henge. Start doing that at least a little bit more regular. And the Shatterskull smashing the Boseiju. Well, they do have a Parhelion too, unfortunately. And then we got the Cryptolith Rite. Well, I'm going to try for Topiary Stomper and hope they don't get the Greasy Rat next turn. Yikes. They do get the Greasy Rat and they get the Greasy win. Still, I don't face Greasefang a whole lot, but maybe it's going to become a little bit more popular with this Vessel of Nascency, recently introduced just today on Arena with Innistrad remastered. Pay 1 and a green, sacrifice it, reveal the top 4 cards of your library, put an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker from among them into your hand. So maybe they would put Greasefang into their hand, the rest in the graveyard, one of those big artifacts, and it definitely is a nice thing, apparently, that Abzan Greasefang uses. But we got something for this. Slow him down at least a little bit. Brotherhood's End, yeah, Abzan Greasefang probably has the kitty Essica's Chariots. Taking out all those small things should be nice as well. Huntmaster, well, he's probably going down quite often, but I want to keep going as fast as possible. Keep the hope alive. Yeah, well, shifting. I'll trim shifting. Bring in Ripjaw Raptor. That's a little bit more durable at 5 toughness, of course, and hopefully it survives. Well, it survives just about as easily as Shifting Ceratops, but with Brotherhood's End, that can kind of get a little bit extra value, potentially, if and when we do sweep stuff. Ooh, that's not going to do it, though. That will do it. Okay. Off to the races there. Gotta send good old T-Rex to the bottom, though. Again, remembering, Karplusan Forest is not a forest for Castle Garenbrig. Oh, okay, nothing too crazy in the graveyard yet. That is definitely a positive. I feel like Huntmaster or Marauding, chances are die about equally, as easily. Got to get something down to help Topiary Stomper next turn. Oh, there's the Sky Sovereign. Yikes. Get to that second source of red for Brotherhood's End if they haven't done crazy, painful stuff this coming turn. Interesting. Okay. I'm liking the looks of this. Definitely. Good old Topiary Stomper, Marauding Raptor. Maybe get to be quite aggressive the following turn. Regis or Alpha for 3 plus a Marauding. As long as they didn't get that rat. But we'll see how things transpire. Oh, there's the rat. Hoping to see that rending volley. Unfortunately, not the case. Hopefully I face spirits. I can't believe I'm saying that. Whatever variation, mono blue or this new-ish one, at least for Explorer with Azorius or Bant. Or the nightly, Azorius Control is always lovely stuff. I'm going to risk it like a crazy person. There we go. The second land. The math holds up. Phew. And it does appear to be Azorius Control. Now, they probably have a counter spell. I would like to go with Thunderherd Migration, but it doesn't exactly accelerate out anything in particular. Maybe Huntmaster is not so imposing or scary. I'm going to try for this. I'll reveal Regis or Alpha. Maybe they'll save the counter spell for this, knowing that they can counter it. But if I had revealed Shifting, something they can't counter, they might have countered Thunderherd Migration. At least that's the thinking. Oh. They're setting up to counter Regis or Alpha. But you can't counter this. Surprise. I hope. Hopefully they don't have removal that is just white. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hopefully I played them like a fiddle there. Primal Amulet. Oh. Doing some nasty stuff. I would like to set up with Gwenna. Just good old Shifting. Maybe that'll just lock things up right here. Take them down to 5 if they don't have the sweeper. They're definitely dead. I like this scenario. They have to have a sweeper. What's going on here? I guess that must do it. Oh, okay. We got the good old settle the wreckage. I forgot to consider Primal Amulet here. I don't see it very often, but instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Hey, Isaac, who needs a lot of lands when you just got to face Azorius Control and then you just get the basic lands like this? That is what they call a pro gamer move. Gwenna, Goreclaw. I like Gwenna. And hopefully they don't sweep us. Another Primal Amulet. My goodness. That is not a pretty sight. So their instants and sorceries are being both reduced by 2. But they still die. Okay. There you go, folks. You can't do anything for 1. Dead. Boom. Got him. that's how you do it. Lovely stuff right there. But definitely, Isaac, I can see your suggestions at the very least. Maybe cut the Fierce Empath for the Shatter Skull smashing, cut a Tyrranax Rex for a Beseiju, up it to technically 22. That would be pretty good. Maybe cut the Cryptolith Rite, but again, I want to put this card through its paces, add extra value, get there a little bit better, a little bit easier with some of these things. Topiary Stomper, unfortunately, not always turned on, not getting to 7 lands as much as I would like, but upping the lands, of course, makes sense. I should get to 7 a little bit more often. Yeah, just kind of Azorius Control, general Azorius Control with that Primal amulet, whatchamacallit. Yeah, okay. Alright, that looks good to me. Hopefully they don't counter Thunderherd Migration, but we are used to that. We've got 4 lands, so we're... Oh, goodness me, this is where I want to be against Azorius Control. Get another forest. We already got 2 mountains. We're there for Chandra Torch of Defiance. And hopefully they can't or don't counter this. But even if they do, have them use the counter spell on the less threatening thing. We got enough land, so get them to burn it on the Topiary Stompers and whatever it is. I'm going to try Goreclaw just because I might get some nice explosiveness next turn. That could be good. Oh boy, this might... Oh boy, I was hoping for this. Hopefully they can't do too much with those untapped lands though. My oh my. Well, we'll definitely go with Regis or Alpha. Hopefully. We gotta counter something or do something to someone. Okay, I expected that sort of thing. But we still get to attack quite nicely with Goreclaw. The token, maybe they sweep us next turn. But we're really starting to take them down. They basically have to say, hey, that's okay. We're used to that. Chandra, though? Hope for the best. Oh, good stuff. Definitely play that too. Go with Huntmaster. See what happens here. Okay. Chandra as well, nicely ramping with 2 red there. Oftentimes, that can get me to where I need to be to play some big scary dino. Maybe an Ether Gust or something. Okay. Well, we can't do anything with that. Thunderherd Migration it is. Which I really should have used Thunderherd Migration. Reveal Marauding, then play Marauding. Pretty much. Not so bad, not so bad. They still could do some painful stuff, but if we can see that T-Rex, oh, that is... Oh! Well, again, you guys watching right now or later on, you know why this is my favorite matchup of all. Oh! Whew. Well, I've got this matchup locked up. I must say, I can do no wrong. Again and again and again and again and again. Yeah, definitely that's on the agenda. Cut, a couple cards here or there, up it to 22, 23. Dual-faced stuff. Definitely that Shatterskull. I don't know if I'll ever buy a paper copy of Boseiju just because it is so crazy. If anything, I would buy a new Dino, of course. Yeah, well. But man, that was fantastic. That'd be pretty cool. Face Azorius Control all night and just keep stomping them over and over and over and over. Whew. Plus, I opened up a rare wild card from one of those free packs, so that's quite exciting as well. 2 fantastic things. Greasefang, not so much, but seems like I face it at least once a night. Maybe that's just unlucky. Unfortunate, I guess. Ooh. At least a Huntmaster, I would imagine, is going. But maybe they have nice Fatal Push removal for Huntmasters, so they'll get rid of something a little bit scarier, perhaps. Okay. Phew, okay, no Fatal Push. At least we did confirm that. Good stuff. Oh, that could get pretty painful, though. Yeah, that's probably going to do it. That tends to do the trick. Yeah. Reckless Rage, of course, would be quite nice, but it is Rending Volley tonight. And it's been proving itself. I have actually faced Dimir Rogues, or Dimir Ninjas. Combination of the two. But it's also helped quite a bit in that matchup. Ripjaw Raptor. I like the sounds of that. Instead of shifting, even though they got some flying stuff. Chandra or Luca could potentially help us take out this spawn of mayhem, because that thing is scary. Anything flying is scary. Sometimes, I have a good amount of removal for flying things, or just fighting in general. Some dino on the ground fights something in the air, gets the job done that way. Rampage, Brotherhood's End. They have a lot of small stuff. That could be pretty devastating to what they want to do. Huntmaster, though, I'm going to keep Huntmaster in. Trim the Fierce Empath, Gwenna, Goreclaw. The 3 things, or at least 3 things that die, unfortunately, to that Brotherhood's End. Partly why I like Luca, Bound to Ruin, the new version of him. I guess the last version of him, based on what happened in the story. But yeah, taking out multiple things with Luca, 2 for 1, 3 for 1, possibly. And not fighting, so we don't have to worry about various death touch creatures on the opponent's side. That really does slow things down. Oh, that's looking good, looking good. You know what? I'm going to go with Huntmaster. Take the ping, see what happens. Maybe going with this Huntmaster will just allow continually... Okay, hey. That's alright. I had another one in hand. Oh, I don't. But they see Brotherhood's End, unfortunately. So we won't be able to surprise them with that. We do get to go Castle Garenbrig plus Topiary Stomper, getting us to our second source of red here. I would imagine they're going to play, well, maybe a little bit safe here. But it does seem to be Brotherhood's End coming up. Do as much with this little evolved sleeper guy. Now, Thunderherd Migration. Get us to in range of Carnage Tyrant and or Regisaur Alpha next turn. Take another 3 from Evolved Sleeper. Not so bad. Probably don't want to play a whole lot of creatures. Possibly the Spawn of Mayhem, which is a 4/4, dodging the 3 damage from Brotherhood's End. But hopefully they don't have that. Doesn't seem to be the case. I would imagine they'd probably play it if they had it. It's probably their biggest thing they have in this mono black aggro list. Oh, it does go. I forgot that it went to 4. I thought it stopped at 3. Should probably read it a little bit more closely. Okay, Carnage Tyrant it is. We'll stop the Evolved Sleeper. Unfortunately, having to use Carnage Tyrant for that. Yeah, we got a lot more big scary dinos coming up though. Rankle. I don't like Rankle. Well, definitely, I'm going to be discarding Marauding because that dies to Brotherhood's End, their fatal pushes, all that sort of thing. Hopefully Regisaur Alpha is enough. Multiple bodies being able to stop Hive of the Eye Tyrant, I hope, soon enough. As long as they don't play land and fatal push that little thing. Is that gonna do it? Yes, that will. Unfortunately. Well, we got the Azorius Control matchup locked up, but that is only one matchup for certain. Bouncers Beatdown. I have used Bouncers Beatdown in the past. 2 and a green, but if you target a black permanent, it only costs 1. Deal damage to target creature or planeswalker based on the creature with the greatest power you control as you cast that spell. And then if it would die this turn, it's exiled. Quite nice for tricky little graveyard strategies or minor graveyard strategies. Shade Slayer 11. Oof. Well, I can work with that. A little bit iffy, but we're on the draw, so it feels pretty good. Oh, Golgari Sacrifice, perhaps. Almost missed that again. I keep saying it. Carplucent Forest is not a forest. Maybe I should make a shirt that says that. And I'll still forget. Alright, let's go Goreclaw. But this does appear to be Golgari making a sacrifice. Lots of little creatures. Tends to do the trick.
We all have things we'd rather
But we're not quite there for Tyrranax Rex yet. There's good old Topiary. Ooh. An elfin love-struck beast. That's not so good. That might do it for us, but of course against this, lots of little creatures, Brotherhood's End is going to bring an end to them. And we're not going to come back from that, unfortunately. Rampaging Frostodon, definitely. That's what I'm looking forward to. You know what? I want to keep Gwenna, Goreclaw, Chandra, Luca. We'll cut that. Brotherhood's End is going to take out most or basically all of their stuff. Maybe cut a T-Rex and a Carnage. Kind of going along with your comment, Isaac. Try trimming some of that top end to make space for lands or the stuff I'm bringing in for this game coming up. Alrighty. Oh, I like the looks of that. 2 sources of green, 2 sources of red for Brotherhood's End, Topiary Stomper. Looking pretty good. A Thoughtseize. Huh. Well, we could still get Goreclaw. I imagine they're going to get rid of Topiary Stomper there. Yeah. And Marauding. Oh, that's just bad luck. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Yep, definitely you know what I'm doing. Hopefully that sets them back a little bit. Taking out 2 dorks plus Liliana. I like it. Get going with this Huntmaster here. Hopefully Regis or Alpha next turn, but I imagine they have more fatal pushes and Blood Chief's Thirst, that sort of thing. You know what, I'm going to go with Rampaging, just because I can get a nice swing off with that. They can't block, they only have 1 creature. It's got Menace. I'm going to deal 3, plus if they played any other creatures this turn, I would get some more pings. Or I could just play Regisaur next turn and keep up that nice aggression. Maybe they don't want to use removal on Huntmaster or Rampaging if we would just go Brotherhood's End next turn anyways. Okay. That could get problematic. Again, rampaging is going to ping them quite nicely here. And then we'll sweep them afterwards with Brotherhood's End. Okay. One Glissa, not so bad. Still can't block that rampaging. You know what? I feel quite healthy here. I'll leave things be. Maybe not. But if they do -2, we still go Brotherhood, so we take out everything again next turn. Oh, and a land to boot. Okay. Maybe the 5th one. Next turn. Register Alpha. Topiary Stomper. You know what? Let's play it safe. Let's get that Topiary Stomper. Get to 5 next turn. Guaranteed Register Alpha, I would imagine, is coming down. Ooh, that is very nice indeed. I suspected something was up their sleeve. At the very least, I still got that token made. The next Regisaur Alpha coming up, or possibly Gorkla plus Regisaur if I draw another land. Well, that changes things a little bit. Almost messed it up there. Definitely want to get this Topiary. We get to 7 lands. We got a lot of fantastic bodies coming up. Attacking with this thing. I want to see if they trade with Grook's Harbinger there. Oh, block with 2 things. Well. I'll take out the Murderous Rider just because it has lifelink. They potentially could turn on the Aggro if they have 3 creatures each with a different power. They do get to start playing creatures off the top of their library. But I think we should be safe, especially with Regisaur next turn. That should be enough to get the job done. Ouch. I gotta hit him with everything. Everything has to block. And we still don't have to worry about Lovestruck Beast, at least for the well, okay, maybe they do. But they're at 3, so I wouldn't imagine they want to attack with the Beast. Where's that big scary dino? Or Brotherhood's End, that would be quite devastating. That could be our ticket. They are at 3 if they don't have removal for rampaging. That's going to be quite scary indeed. We got Register Alpha to give haste to Dinos. I don't want either Grook's Harbinger to connect and draw cards. I see. Oh, Ripjaw. Quite nice indeed. Too risky. Maybe they were hoping we would take it, and then they have something that would make us lose life, but I really don't want to go down to 3, because I suspect shenanigans. Tyrranax Rex, definitely. I don't know. Going back to cutting the top end, I think if I was going to cut something, it might actually be Carnage Tyrant, just because I love Tyrranax Rex. The fantastic tongue. Well, that will do it, sadly. Sometimes even when you have lowlands, you have times when you flood. Yeah, still pretty good overall. I still wish I knew what the frowny or smiley face meant, if anything. Oh, we got a pack. Good stuff. Definitely have to open that. Maybe it's going to be another rare wild card. Well, hey, it's a dual land. Not that I would ever use it. Rainbow Dinos, potentially. It would help with Kinjali's Collar. 1 white for a 0/3 dinosaur spells or dinosaur creatures you cast cost 1 less to cast. That would help get turn 1 white, but there would be better stuff for that, I would imagine. I feel it's an Azorius player. Elspeth Avatar. White something, maybe. Mono white humans. I can work with that, definitely. We got the 2 lands, 2 Thunderherd Migrations. Easily getting us to Goreclaw there. And then we're well on our way to Carnage and T-Rex. Ooh. The Rakdos matchup of the night. Oh yeah, no, definitely. It could be a little bit painful, but we did draw another Castle Garenbrig, so things are definitely looking pretty good, I must say. Play it safe and go another Thunderherd Migration next turn. Get us to Carnage Tyrant the turn after that, and we're laughing. Hopefully. But definitely Brotherhood's End. I like that against Rakdos Midrange as well. It takes out definitely enough things in my mind. Although Castle Garen Break. Let me do the math here. 6, 7, Goreclaw for 4, Shifting for 2. 2 bodies, maybe dying pretty easily. Now I'll go with Carnage Tyrant. This turn at least. Possibly Goreclaw plus both Shifting Ceratops next turn if I draw a card, that is. What do they have up their sleeve? Hopefully this does the trick. Seems like it's pretty scary. Yeah, I'll slap him with the Carnage Tyrant and hopefully that's enough. Might have been able to hold him back, but it feels pretty safe at least having all those bodies. Not having all those bodies. Okay. But we're not dead quite yet. Okay, still looks pretty good. Oh, they're feeling pretty positive about their chances. Oh boy. We got T-Rex to finish them off. Done. Lights out. Haste is what it's all about. Well, that's why I love the T-Rex. They thought it was good game for them. That is not the case. Okay. Man, that guy does the trick. Yeah, definitely. I'm quite excited. Find the 1 or 2 things to trim. Dual-faced lands. It's been quite some time since I've used them, and perhaps that is going to make the difference. I go back and forth. Definitely my favorite, perhaps to my own pain, is something risky like 20 lands. But if it's the only thing I play, I've got lots of time to feel the pain myself, look back on things and learn, hopefully learn. Brotherhood's End going to be devastating. Classic Rakdos Midrange, man. Shifting. Well, there's nothing powered blue, but still sometimes they get Shieldred, so Ripjaw drawing extra stuff at times can be painful, but I still think I would prefer it. Sometimes I've brought in Rampaging Frostodon. The reflection of Kiki-Jiki, when it flips and becomes a creature, it enters the battlefield. All the tokens it makes. The Goblin token from Reflection. Quite a few creatures. So sometimes Rampaging could be pretty painful. Painful enough. Trim that Fierce Empath. Chandra. I definitely want to keep Luca in. I might up Luca to 2 copies, 3, just because taking out multiple things has saved me in the past. I need more coffee, my goodness. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, all right. Hopefully it's not turn 1 Thoughtseize getting rid of... Oh, Thunderherd Migration there. But definitely, if Thunderherd Migration is still sticking around, that's what I'm going to do. There's nothing at the moment that Huntmaster would accelerate out. And we got plenty of lands. Topiary Stomper is going to get us there for Carnage Tyrant next turn. Tyrranax Rex the turn after that. Hopefully they don't make us sacrifice too much. Going to get another source red that isn't Karplusan Forest, just so I don't have to tap it and take a damage if I don't need to, of course. Meet the requirement for Fatal Push. Okay. Oh, we still likely wouldn't have been getting to 7 lands next turn, possibly, if we had drawn another Topiary Stomper. But I wasn't planning on... Oh, okay, this changes things. Hold on a second. No, don't do that. Huntmaster for 2. Marauding for 1. Ghalta, or Regisaur for 3. This is the lovely stuff you can do. Fantastic. Of course, maybe I will attack. No, I won't. I have to get Rekindling Phoenix to die and be sitting with that token. It's sacrificed and the Phoenix comes back. But if I can kill the token, then the Phoenix doesn't come back whatsoever. That's pretty sweet. Carnage Tyrant it is, just because we easily have enough for T-Rex at the moment, even if everybody was killed or something. Ouch. Is that enough to do it? 12, 16, 19. Huntmaster could block the Blood Tithe Harvester if we had to. Okay, that's pretty good. Well, it seems like they might be able to escape Kroxa this turn. They need 6 in total. Kroxa plus 5? 5 other than? Yeah, I think so. Don't think they can risk attacking with the Rekindling Phoenix there. Definitely not. Oh, Topiary Stomper? Oh, that's pretty good. That might just do it. Well, if we sit around, we're definitely dying to the continual pings from Shieldred. Oh, I see. Okay. At least we took out Shieldred. That is definitely a big positive. Now we got 3 bodies. They are only at 1. We just have to connect with one of these things, hopefully. Although Croxa is going to finish us off. Oh, yeah, definitely. Ooh, that was a close one. Man, 1 away. Ooh. You know what? I'm going to keep it as is. Definitely surprised facing that Rekindling Phoenix. My goodness. It's been, I don't remember the last time I've seen it. I think it has definitely fantastic potential, and that hand has lovely potential right there. 3 lands, Thunderherd Migration, tons of ramp, getting us to that lovely T-Rex. Oh, and another Thunderherd. My goodness, I'm getting spoiled with this one here. Yeah, I'm going to go Thunderherd again. Maybe they were hoping I would play Topiary Stomper so they could use their removal, killing it, power word kill, something like that. Either way, I couldn't have gone Topiary and Thunderherd, both doing the same thing, accomplishing the same thing. Oh, but I can go Marauding plus Ripjaw, so that does change things quite a bit. Phew, okay. So we know they probably don't have Fatal Push. Oh boy, oh my goodness, and we got Ghalta to boot. Do I just want to... I'm just going to go with Ghalta. Plus we get to turn on Topiary Stomper here. I mean, it's already turned on, but... Lovely. Get Marauding to 6. Threaten Shieldred quite nicely there and see if they want to trade with it. Hopefully they don't sweep us. But again, if they chose even with Extinction Event, they would lose their own Shieldred. We'd lose Ghalta, Ripjaw, and Marauding. But it seems like it's looking pretty good at the moment. Oh, and T-Rex just to finish them off. Lights out. Throw everything at him. I figure Shieldred is going to block T-Rex. Maybe. It's still a very big uphill battle. They can't really attack with much of anything. Hopefully they can't take out Tyrranax Rex. Lovely. Alright, there's Shieldred finally blocking. That's still lethal right there. Almost. Math is hard. Tyrranax Rex, let's go. Or Brotherhood's End. Huntmaster? Yeah. It's not nothing. And we take a reflection of Kikijika, which is quite nice as well. I hope. Oh, yes, please. There we go. This constant onslaught. I mean, it seems alright still. 4 from the Phoenix, Hive of the Eye Tyrant, but we have 2 creatures that can block Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Oh, and the Topiary Stomper. That's gotta finish them off. My goodness. Eventually, we get there. Unless they have power word kill. Is that it? Got him. Ooh, good stuff. Good stuff. Tons of lands. It seems to be pretty common, but again, maybe upping it. Maybe it's high time to do that. 18, I will admit, was quite crazy. I don't exactly recommend it, but still, the mass. Being able to make 2 work, Marauding, Huntmaster, Thunderherd, get to 3 with Thunderherd, Topiary Stomper. Good things happen. Often enough for me at least, but even with 22, 23, 24, I will see. We'll see one day. Maybe tomorrow night, potentially. What time is it though? We still got time. At least for another match here. Man, that was good. Good stuff. Glad to take down Rakdos quite nicely, but that was a little bit annoying, I guess. Continually playing this stuff, getting him within a sliver of life. Game 2 there. Oh, I'm liking the looks of this. Hopefully Cryptolith Rite shows its power tonight. At least once. But of course, a small sample size. I want to put it through its paces, use it a lot, come to my own conclusions about it. Definitely Huntmaster. Hopefully it survives. Of course, there could be play with fire to take it out for 2. Oh, okay. Does not seem to be the case. Maybe it is just general. Is it potentially? However, Shifting Ceratops, of course, that's going to be quite scary. I am surprised that Huntmaster survived against what appears to be Izzet something or other. Izzet Ledger Shredder, spells, Pyromancer. There's the play with fire that I was worried about. But at least we did get a hit with Shifting Ceratops. It could be Izzet Phoenix. That's something to keep in mind. Yeah, let's try for Marauding. See what happens. I was thinking Cryptolith Rite. Oh, okay, there we go. Sometimes all you need is a Shifting Ceratops, but Rending Volley, that is the clear thing against this deck. Anything with Ledger Shredder, even though they might have Phoenixes, but if you can take out a Ledger Shredder ASAP, I mean, that's a good thing to do. Huntmaster, just that dies to so much. Too much, unfortunately. Switch Fierce Empath for Rampaging Frostodon. Overall, though, I mean, in the past, I've had maybe 3 Carnage Tyrants, 2 Ghaltas. This was before Tyrranax Rex here was released. And then Fierce Empath could be the 4th copy of Carnage Tyrant or the 3rd copy of Ghalta, whichever made most sense. But with 4 Carnage, 4 Tyrranax Rex, and 2 Ghalta, perhaps, maybe that Fierce Empath is not needed. But still, there's some games where I just want to see another one, and I'm still not seeing it. And it's been a lot of turns. Well, we'll try for Marauding. We'll hope for the best, although it's going to be an uphill battle, I imagine. Bound to happen, guaranteed, when you're facing a deck like this. Round 2. Well, they will run out eventually. Always got to look on the bright side. Rending Volley coming up. My goodness, they are running out of things. Looking a wee bit rough at the moment. Okay, so it is Phoenix. Well, that tends to do the trick, unfortunately. We're not going to beat all that flying. Okay, so we know exactly what it is. Sometimes if it's just Ledger Shredder, it might not be Phoenix, but I guess there is some more support to help flesh out this deck with Shadows Over Inistrad. Pretty sure. Maybe they got some new tools. Maybe I'm just finally facing Izzet Phoenix once again. That used to be quite a bit popular. I guess in Historic it is a lot more popular there. Certainly faced it quite a bit. But do I like Brotherhood's End? Well, I'll leave it like that. Rending Volley, hopefully doing enough. Can't do a whole lot worse than that previous game, though. That's kind of not so good, though. If it was a source of green, that would be... Oh! An instant keep, and that is definitely a keep. Goreclaw, I mean... We would be able to play Goreclaw, but we can't play Topiary at the moment. You know what? I'm actually going to send Topiary to the bottom. Either way, we're likely playing Marauding Raptor turn 2, Goreclaw turn 3. Can't play Topiary Stomper on turn 3, or turn 2. Play a Ledger Shredder. Thing in the ice. Well, I know what I'm taking out. Don't let that survive. Kill it on sight. Not happening. Maybe they're pretty sad about that. Oh, another one. Ouch. That is not good. Well. Question is, Goreclaw? Yeah, I want to go Goreclaw. And cross my fingers, thing in the ice doesn't flip next turn. And they don't have something for 1 red to finish off Goreclaw right here. Oh boy. Does appear like it's going to be flipping. Oh, yikes. Okay, no, that's pretty good. That's not so bad. Oh, we still can make some good stuff happen. Okay, okay. I'm going to pressure Chandra. Thing in the ice is going to block. It's going to go down to 2 toughness. I'm going to play Luca. Finish off Thing in the ice. Got to play my 5 lands there. Kill it. Kill it, kill it, kill it. Absolutely. Right away. Phew. My goodness, that was a close one. Hopefully Luca survives. That would be pretty cool. I usually don't expect him to, especially against this deck. Well, Arc like Phoenix is going to finish him off, but we still get to go Regis or Alpha next turn. That's pretty good. Finish off Chandra. Yeah, definitely Regisaur. That's looking pretty nice. Ooh, that not so much. If we draw another land next turn plus Topiary Stomper, that is going to be pretty fantastic aggression. Okay. Yeah, that's enough to do it right there. Oh, beautiful. That is how you do it. Whew. Okay, okay. Azorius Control, Rakdos Midrange, Izzet, Phoenix, Thing in the Ice. I'm keeping Rending Volley, and my goodness, I forgot about Thing in the Ice. It goes to show how much I play Pioneer. But we'll take a quick peek at that, just for anybody that isn't aware. Very easy to flip this. 1 in the blue, an 0/4 defender enters the battlefield with 4 ice counters. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, remove it from Thing in the Ice. Then, if it has no ice counters, transform it. And that's where the fun begins. When this creature transforms into Awoken Horror, return all non-horror creatures to their owner's hands. So that might be the Phoenix, Ledger Shredder, whatever it is. But we could have established a pretty good board. Everything gets bounced. And then we're staring down a 7/8, which is not so bad. Shifting Ceratops could fly past Awoken Horror, but it is still going to be pretty painful. Now, return all non-horror creatures. That is not targeting a specific creature. So even though Shifting does have protection from blue, it still is going to get bounced. But it still has a decent chance, I feel. Pretty scary. I mean, they conceded game 1 there. Just seeing the Shifting and knowing it was all over. But if you can kill this thing, you kill it. Reckless Rage, of course, lines up quite nicely. Also 4 damage to take it out. But yeah, a 7/8 bouncing everything we've done, which, I mean, it might not be all bad. We've got some enter the battlefield value from Topiary Stomper if we played again, and with the haste from Regis or Alpha, and if we have enough lands, if it's gone on long enough, we possibly could still be swinging for an absolutely massive amount of damage. Especially if it's gone on long, we replay a Topiary to get us maybe to that break point of 7 lands. That is pretty good. But yeah, Rending Volley, that is certainly where it's at. What time are we at, though? I think I'll leave it there for tonight. Overall, quite fantastic. Definitely going to be testing. Actually, I have to open up a pack. Did I open up the pack? I'll see if I got a pack. Okay, yeah. Leave it there. on a nice positive note, taking down Thing in the Ice is going to be on the radar because it was just added. And it is a fantastic and a very scary thing to contend with. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching right now. Later on, hopefully you slept well. If you're watching this in the morning, have a good night, evening, afternoon, whenever it is. And I'll see you next time. Maybe with a list that is 22, 23 lands. Ooh. All right. Have a good one. Peace.